Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching The Flash Season 6, Episode 18, Liberation, which I'm hoping means Iris is finally going to get free from the mirror, but probably just means Eva is. This is just a quick note that this reaction is probably going to be another one where I'm a little bit more short and condensed. You know, when I edit my reactions, I normally try to fit in every single reaction I have, all the comments I make, but with The Flash, I'm finding that this season in particular, I just don't feel that passionate about it anymore. I mean, I'm still enjoying it, but for me, if this was a show I was picking up new, I probably wouldn't be reacting to it. And just editing wise, you know, I don't always have the most time. I've got to get to How to Get Away with Murder tomorrow, which I'm watching today's one. Anyway, so babbling. So sorry if this reaction is again a bit like last week. But I mean, all the big moments will be in there because that's what I did last week. So anyway, yes, me waffling. Time to be watching The Flash.
Solely on the teachings of history.
So they've built the Speed Force. That was quick. It's obviously going to go wrong.
Hit this switch.
It's very ominous music. It's doing something. Is it safe for all of them to be in the room right now? Are they all going to look at the speedsters if it works? Okay, so it's going wrong.
It didn't work.
We'll find the problem and fix it.
Cecile, I can explain.
What the hell is this? Iris odd behaviour, yes.
Iris is an Iris.
It's taken long enough.
Something happened to Iris that night.
He looks a little crazy, but you gotta believe him.
She made incredible pancakes. Cecile, trust me, Iris can't make pancakes, all right?
That is the best
biggest
evidence.
Clue was in my heart that the real Iris is out there somewhere.
Finally.
Waiting for me to find her.
She's finally gonna figure out she's evil.
And it's the most dangerous yet.
Hope we've seen the last of him.
For God's sake, I'm your wife.
You're not, that's the whole point. Just hurry up and do the filter to prove it. Unless I develop some way to hide it now. Like, now they know about the camera and the filter and everything, they might have developed a technique to save them. They developed a way to avoid it because they saw it happen in the camera.
Went by and you never even tried.
Because he knew you weren't
I used to
Iris.
say that
What the hell? How have they done that?
Don't listen to her, that's not Iris!
you know, you can
I
stop
need them to
playing
figure
this game
out.
around. No one's to blame. He or it.
She's not
was
very
way
worried, is
convincing.
she?
If that's not big.
She can sense that Iris doesn't care,
Okay.
isn't that worried, I guess. I don't know. If her plan hinges on him, it was pretty lucky for her that he exists, wasn't it?
He'll die.
Mother's will is all that matters.
Now go get Iris back.
There's some left they could use to help Iris. Oh gosh. At this point, just run. Away. Harry, run away from the house, the flat. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I told you to run away, sweetheart. There's a pretty deep stab wound. Oh gosh.
I feel, and we cannot.
Oh, kick her. Kill her. That's the key piece of information, right? That they feel each other's pain. We already kind of knew that, but yeah.
Do they feel?
Sorry, my love, get away.
You'll suffer.
It's Sing somewhere screaming suffer.
Iris?
Mm-hmm.
Suffering!
You can be more than this. Not Iris. Yourself.
That's what she wants. Is she gonna lose control of the first one?
It's me.
Wow. What's gonna come from this? She's gonna kill her. Yep. You're her creation, you don't defy her. Well, that's a nice last thing to feel. She's gonna step through, and Iris is tied up. But there was some left in the vial, so they can do this again, right?
Look what you made me do.
I have some in my head now. Please leave him alone.
Insurance policy chief Singh and
Okay.
your friend Camilla.
At least they're alive. Well, that was wonderfully cheerful. He's healing. We need him to heal. That's where she is. At least he knows now.
I miss you.
I think he's missed her for a while without realising fully that Iris wasn't Iris, and that was why he missed her.
I know you probably can't hear me, Barry.
Oh god, they can't hear each other, but they love each other so much.
Being away from you hurts more and more every day. But I still have hope because I know that you are out there fighting to get me back home.
I guess I just need you to know that
I love you.
Oh.
And that love is constant.
across dimensions,
I love their love.
across time, through the end of the world and back. And if I know you, I know you aren't just fighting to find your way home.
And I'm gonna find Camilla.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna find Singh.
Yeah, now she knows they're here.
But most of all,
I'm gonna find my way home
I'm
to
gonna
you.
get you back.
I'm gonna find my way back to you.
Yeah. Oh god. This is a lot. Sorry, Barry and Iris caused me a lot of pain at the end there. I think my main thing with this show at the moment is how my feelings are towards it is I love Barry. I care so deeply about him and Iris. You know, their characters are characters that I'm absolutely in love with, and I still feel the passion of their stories. And I think this story with them had been dragging on, but now we kind of got to the emotional part. We've got to the bit where Iris is fully aware of just what's happened, and Barry knows everything, and Barry's like that emotional scene at the end was everything, but also kind of, I don't know, I feel like the stakes have finally got real. Like, we've been dragging to get to this point for so long, but finally now we're here, and okay, we've got like, what, 2 episodes left? Obviously it's less than it was going to be, but it was a lot. So for me, basically, I've reached a point where I don't care overly much about the rest of the show, and I really hate that. I mean, I probably care about Cecile, Allegra, because I think she's new and sort of a fresh plotline. I'm quite interested in that. But like Caitlin and Cisco, I love, but I don't really feel that invested in them anymore. And Ralph I've never cared about, and I hate that. But yeah, I probably didn't react or edit any of my reactions to Caitlin. I'm really sorry, but I hope she's okay. But yeah, the whole mirror stuff, we finally got somewhere with this plotline. Barry finally figured it out, and I am glad that, I was thinking at the end of the last episode, if he didn't figure out that that wasn't Iris after she acted completely un-Iris-like, I was give him a little bit of slack given that he was going through the loss of his speed. But he 100% figured it out in that moment. He knew it was, as he walked away, he knew it wasn't Iris, and that's why he didn't keep fighting. That's why he didn't go and see her. That's why, you know, he was building up all this evidence. And I love that Cecile was able to just, I mean, she's an empath. She feels how people feel, so you'd think she could just feel it, but I'm glad that she did, and that she trusted Barry, and that even in that moment when she sided with Iris, because the proof, you could see that she was doubting herself, and so then when she had more time to reflect, she was like, well, no, I don't care what the proof was. Barry is Barry, and Iris isn't acting like Iris. You know, like she was like, oh, my husband's somewhere, I'll get him back. You know, she acted it quite well in that. The mirror Iris didn't act it very well, because she knew their final plan was getting into motion, because she kind of knew she had the pieces where she needed them, and because I think she within herself wanted to do better. I mean, I think it's interesting that they showed us have the mirror Iris be a little bit more human. I mean, why her and not the others? Is it because she was the first one she created? Or Singh was probably created first, actually, wasn't he? But I guess maybe being sort of, she was really a part of, you know, Barry and the team, and kind of she felt their love, whereas I assume Camilla and Cisco have been seeing each other, but their love is more recent. And I mean, Singh's got his husband. Is his husband just somewhere thinking, like, my husband doesn't come home anymore? So I mean, I'm glad that we know that Camilla and Singh are alive, and I'm glad that, you know, while Singh was the one that was the mole, it wasn't actually Singh, which makes me very happy, because I love him and I did not want him to be, you know, he's been a great character to have around from the very beginning in the background. So I'm really glad we finally got somewhere, and like that final fight was very stressful. You know, at no point did I think Barry was going to die, but at the same time, I don't like seeing him get hurt, and kind of, seeing him without his speed is still crushing. Now I like that we saw, because I hadn't mentioned for a few episodes, I feel like, or maybe just because there'd been a time jump, but they didn't mention in the last episode at least their whole building a new speed force. So I'm glad that we've kind of got an update on that, which is that they've got a mission, they've got a machine, they're trying to get there, they're working on it, so that there's some hope that maybe not too far into the next season Barry will be able to get his speed back. But I think that's really sort of interesting for him and trying to place it. It was good. I mean, it was good to see Blob work again in the same way that I was like, oh, I thought we'd seen the last of you. I didn't hate him as a villain again, like, but I thought he wasn't the best part of the first half of the season for me. But he's obviously still around, and they haven't like cured him or anything. And when Mirror Iris put the vial down, she hadn't used all of it, and I wonder if that was intentional. Did she not use all of it so that, like, I mean, even if it was like intentional and like subconsciously intentional, so that there might be some that they could use to help Iris without them having to go back to him. But I mean, technically speaking, if they have some of the blood, they've got the device, and I don't think Eva took it with her. Iris could probably use that to escape, right? That's my hope, that in the next episode Iris will escape. She will find Sing and Camilla, and they will all escape and live happily ever after. But yeah, this was a really good. I mean, it was a much better episode for me, given that Barry knew, and he was just a man on a mission, and that once he knew it wasn't his wife, she could not sway him. It didn't matter what she said, he knew that wasn't Iris, you know. And I truly do think that he'd been sensing something was off the whole time, but he just thought it was post-crisis stuff. He just thought it was to do with his speed being gone. You know, he just was, you're able to, I think, like, people have weird phases where you do just kind of put it to the back of your mind, and then when a big thing happens is when you deal with it. So I'm really, really, really glad that Barry finally dealt with it, and I really enjoyed his relationship with Camilla. Sorry, Camilla, I do love you, but you weren't really in this episode. With Cecile in this episode a lot. And yeah, I think the Barry and the West, like, their family dynamic, I love. And then Barry and Iris, I love. They're the bits I'm still quite passionate about with this show. The rest, I just kind of enjoy, like, I enjoy a lot of weekly TV. And I hate that, but it's where I am right now, so that's why these reactions are a little bit less than the ones I normally do, just because I've got so much else to get done. And The Flash is a show I still enjoy and I still love, but I don't feel the passion for it that I used to. But anyway, enough rambling about that. That was a good episode. I'm so glad that Barry and Iris, well, Barry knows about Iris, and that Iris knows that Eva's evil, and that moment at the end was everything. So yeah, thank you for watching.